Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the new comic books I got in for the week, along with some back issues I've recently acquired. So starting off, we've got the new DC Connect catalog, and so this is all the comics that DC has coming out in the next couple of months. Looks like we've got Summer of Supergirl here, big on the cover. Again, last summer, as the Superman movie from James Gunn was coming out, DC declared it the Summer of Superman. So it looks like we're getting sort of a similar initiative here with Supergirl. We'll see if it's as far-reaching as that one was. So starting off with the books, we've got Action Comics number 1097. Again, creeping in on the 1100. This is continuing the Reign of the Superboy storyline. And this is also Mark Waid's story of Superboy starting out in Smallville back in the day. Then we've got a new Fury of Firestorm number 1. And so if you're a regular viewer of the channel, you know I am a sucker for foil variant covers, so I had to get that. And we do have the A cover here underneath, which they do sometimes. I really would have liked to see this in foil too. I think a lot of the lighting effects on this A cover would have really lent itself to a foil. I mean, yeah, the Derek Robertson cover's not bad, but I'd like to see that too. Then we've got issue 15 of Green Lantern Corps. Again, really enjoying this book. I'm more of a fan of the Green Lantern Corps than I am of just like Hal Jordan individually, or maybe like individual lanterns, that kind of thing. Then for Marvel, we've got the Amazing Spider-Man number 26. And again, I'm buying all of the Lee Bermejo Amazing Visions variant covers that are leading up to issue 1000. And he seems to be kind of telling the history of Spider-Man through these covers. And so it looks like we're up to Moreland here in the timeline. I'm pretty sure that's who that is. I wasn't reading Spider-Man at the time, but I'm pretty sure that's Moreland there on the cover. Oh, and just to double check, yeah, so this is number 16 of 25. So we've got a few more of those to go. Then from Image, we've got Transformers number 31. Again, Robert Kirkman is writing this now after Daniel Warren left, and I'm really enjoying this book. I don't think, yeah, so Dan Moore is off the book at this point too, as penciler, so we'll see how the art is on this one. Then moving to IDW, we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 17. I got the Freddie Williams A cover. And I had to get the Mark Spears variant. I'm a big fan of his Monsters book. He does a lot of variants, and I can't keep up with him anymore. So I kind of get what I can. I had to get this Turtles one. I really like this. Just kind of knowing a little bit about Mark Spears. You know, he's a big fan of Spawn. I will bet growing up he was a fan of Turtles too. So this cover is really nice. I really like that. Then from Mad K, we've got Dick Tracy number 16, and we got this real Scarface movie poster looking cover on this one. Then we've got Romeo and Juliet and Godzilla. So this is the latest installment of the Godzilla's Monsterpiece Theater, which was a previous miniseries that Tom Scioli did. And so it looks like we have some other creators working on this. Then we've got the third issue of Archie, Army of Darkness. I'm really liking this series so far. It's been pretty fun, kind of putting Archie in the Evil Dead sort of setting. And we've got this nice cover by Francesco Francavilla here. Then we've got Muppets Noir number 2 by Roger Langridge. And I'll probably say this every time Muppets come up here on the channel. If you haven't read Roger Langridge's Muppets titles from Boom, definitely check them out. They're really worth reading. I was really excited when I heard this book was happening and that Langridge was coming back to Muppets, even if it's through Dynamite and not Boom. Yeah, I'm really happy that we're getting this. And we have another comic book cover here that has a Nighthawks parody on it. So, again, if you know art history and you know about comics, there's a lot of times where this image has been homaged or parodied in comic books. So we got a new one here. Then we've got Star Trek Lower Decks, and this is issue 18. And so I got the variant connecting cover. So we have half of the ship here, and on the previous issue, we have the first half. So this is the Cerritos ship from the show. And again, if you really liked the Star Trek Lower Decks show and kind of bemoan its passing, definitely check out this comic. This is definitely the next best thing. And I'm pretty sure it's got some of the same writers from the show working on the comic. So yeah, I really like this book. Then from IDW Dark, we've got Twilight Zone number 6. Again, different creators on every issue. Really enjoying this. Really kind of feels like old school Twilight Zone stuff. And I would say more so than other modern things too. Like, I think, you know, people can make that argument for Black Mirror. Being a Twilight Zone comic really kind of evokes the old show. Now, these aren't new issues, but these are back issues I've gotten recently. And so we've got a couple issues here of Superman Unchained. Again, I can't remember why I quit buying this. I think maybe there was just too many books coming out at the time, because I did pick up the first few issues of this. They were doing a ton of variants for this book too when it came out, so maybe I just got overloaded with the variants or something. But yeah, this was Scott Snyder and Jim Lee's Superman book during the New 52 era, and so I got issues 7 and 8. And then I found this Superman Man of Steel number 75. Now, I was buying all the Superman books post Death of Superman, but I had kind of dropped them at this point. But we have a parody of the Death of Superman, it looks like, with the death of Mixus Pitlick. So I definitely want to check this out. Again, I really like Louise Simonson and Jean Bogdanove on this title back in the day, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. Then I've got a couple of issues of Kronos I found. So I got issues 5 and 10, and I believe this is everything I was looking for from the series. So I think this is everything now. I think I've got the whole run. Again, it wasn't very long. I think it was like 10 issues with like a millionth issue in there too, because it's around the time of the DC 1 million story that was going on back in the day. I can't remember if there was a 0 issue for this or not. I don't think so. I think it was just the 1 millionth. But yeah, I think I've got the whole run of that now. Then I've got a couple issues of the first run of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from IDW. And so I got issues 4 and 5. Now, I didn't buy these when they came out because I didn't pick up the first issue, and then it took me years to find it after that. I ended up finding a first issue, and then I went back and started filling in the gaps. And so I'm still missing some of the early issues of this run, so I found these and picked them up. Then I got a couple issues of Oho, I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but this was a book that Sam Keith worked on, and since he recently passed, I thought I would check this out. Again, we're not going to get any more Sam Keith work, so got to take advantage of what we've got. So I picked up issues 1, 2, and 4 that I was able to find. So I got a couple more to find of this, but yeah, looking forward to reading what for me is new Sam Keith. Then I found a copy of Headlopper number 1. I never read this before. Again, I think it was probably just a time where so many new books were coming out from Image, and I just didn't pick it up. But I know they're bringing it back, and so I thought, I'll check out this first issue, see how it is. Maybe I'll get into it and see how the new stuff is. Again, I don't know if these are super hard to find now, but yeah, I'll take a look and see if I like it. Maybe I'll try to fill in the gaps. Then I've got Ultimate End number 3, and this is part of the Secret Wars, but this is kind of where they wrapped up the original Ultimate Universe back in the day. And definitely more slowly than surely, I am putting together Walt Simonson's run on Thor. So I found this really nice copy of 365 and picked it up. I think I've got around 9 issues left to go of this. And of course, I still haven't found the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill, which is kind of the big money book for this run. So yeah, I'm putting this together. I've got a few more to go. But yeah, fingers crossed I'm able to finish out this run without breaking the bank. So yeah, so that's everything I've gotten recently. Have you gotten anything good? Again, as always, let me know in the comments below. What do you think of what I'm picking up? Is there other stuff I'm missing I should be getting? Again, there's so many comics out now, and the distribution and catalog systems have gotten shaken up the last couple years. So I'm sure I'm missing some good indie books, or maybe some other good, really mainstream books I haven't given a chance. But yeah, if there's something you think I should be reading, let me know in the comments below. And thanks for watching. If you'd like to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter/X @Detective651, also on Instagram @Detective651. Be sure to check out my t-shirt store at tpublic.com/user/Detective651. I've got a lot of nerdy designs on there, and there's sales all the time, so check it out frequently.